Bottom to the top hoops, what we like to do is we like to basically put you on to what's going on. Creating highlight reels, what we are setting the platform up for. Kids that are not on the radar, where we can give them a look and get them a look, all right? And log on to that bottomtothetop.hoops.com.
Hey, what's going on? This is Eric Jones, E. Jones here, Bottom to the Top Hoops, sitting here live from the Bronx with my man Shavar Newkirk. What's going on, man? Pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Just want to talk a little bit about your basketball career, what you're doing now, and the goal of the show is to be able to educate young basketball players, not only about the story, but kind of everything that goes along with it, how difficult it is, and also some of the triumphs and some of the tribulations. So we'll get into all of that. So originally from Harlem.
Yes.
When did you pick up basketball?
I picked up basketball around the age of 4.
You remember back that far?
Yeah, I remember back that far. My father and my older brother, and they used to always work out. They used to get into it. Like my father used to teach them how to shoot. My brother used to say it's not comfortable that way. My father used to say it's the right way.
Right,
and I used to sit on the sideline watching, waiting on my turn. And one day they got into a big argument, and I just said, "Yo, Dad, teach me. I won't argue with you.
Look, I'm gonna follow the path, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow it. I see what you've been teaching my older brother. I'm ready for the attention. Teach me so I could be great."
Right. So what is the age differential between you and your older brother?
6 years.
Okay.
5 years, but 6 years.
Right. I got you. So now, fast forward, your dad obviously said, "All right, I'm gonna teach you." But before that lesson happens, because I had a dad that was a coach, he said to me, "All right, I'm gonna teach you, but these are the rules. Like, you're gonna have to listen first. You're gonna have to work hard. I'm not gonna coach effort, and trust me when I'm saying to you. And if you listen and follow the path, then it's gonna turn out okay." What was the ground rules that Dad laid out from the beginning?
Basically, it's the same consistency that you said. Listen to me. What I'm telling you is not wrong. If you put your faith in me, I would do my best to teach you and guide you on how to be the best basketball player you can be.
Right.
And we gonna take off.
There it is. So now, fast forward. Where'd you go to middle school at? Did you go to school in Harlem? Was it parochial school? Was it public school?
Yes, I went to Frederick Douglass Academy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know Frederick Douglass.
At the time, the coach was named Megan. He saw great talent in me.
Oh man, my man Pat Megan. Big shout out to Pat. I gotta have him on the show. Megan is a man. So we'll get into all of that about Megan. But so you felt like you wanted more.
Yes.
So who were you playing with AAU wise? Because I know that always factors in to, the level that you're at, and obviously you saw your talent from a school in the AAU perspective. So you were probably a budding star at the time.
Well, I played for Team Scan. They know now as PSA Cardinals.
Okay.
I played for Coach Munch Williams.
Yep. Big shout out to Munch. We had Munch on the show. He was dropping jewels on him. So fast forward. Who was the final 2 or 3 schools in high school, and why did you choose to go to Rice?
Well, it wasn't really final 2 or 3 schools. I just knew, me and my father both knew that Rice was a basketball foundation.
Yeah.
And you wanted to get a good education and still remain.
That was the fit.
Yeah, that was the fit.
It wasn't nothing else. It wasn't no St. Ray's. I'm not going to Queens.
Think about it. Like,
I'm not going to Christ the King.
I'm from Harlem, I'm going to Rice. Like, that's how it was.
It makes sense. But who was with you at Rice? Who was in the school at that time?
At the time, it was big man Ray Pender. It was a guard, Torrey Ferguson. He could really score. It was Jamal Smith. He was a little short point guard.
Was Scooch there, or he was gone?
Yeah, Scooch was there, but he was older.
Yeah, who was there in the school? Like, who was playing varsity?
Jermaine Sanders.
That's Cincinnati.
Emmy.
Andujar, Manhattan College.
Scoochie was there. Tyler Wilson. I went to Manhattan.
Talent.
It was a lot of talent.
So, did that fuel you to see older guys? Did it intimidate you? What was your feeling going to school every day, seeing those guys in workouts, being alongside of them? Was it a motivation to say, man, I want to be like that one day?
not really be like that, be better than them. Because basketball competition, these the same dudes I play against in AAU. Like when we all in the same gym, gauchos, we playing scrimmage or whatever, and you trying to show the coach that like, yo, I could play right there. Like, I could take a spot, I could do this, I could do that.
That was always your mentality.
Always, because I always been the underdog, so I gotta have that fight in me.
That's a very, very telling point that I think that young people need to hear. Because we'll get into your story and the challenges that you face, but the reason you're sitting here still being a professional is attested to what you just said. The fight. When you're faced with adversity, what do? Because there's a lot of people in the game of basketball now that feel like, things have been handed to them. So they don't understand how to react when something goes awry. So a coach decides that he don't want to start you. What do? So now the first adversity comes, Rice closes. Why Cardinal Hayes?
Coach Joseph Lowe's, my father, Coach Munch, did a great job at actually reeling him in. He actually wanted me. He probably didn't see me play a lick of basketball. He just heard word of mouth. He had good recommendations, and he basically said if I go there, the team would be mine from sophomore year to senior year. That's why I was right. I mean, that's why I was Cardinal Hayes. Okay, so you go to Hayes. Who's at Hayes with you from the time when you were a sophomore? You're transitioning in the CHSA from freshman ball to varsity ball. Now, so when I was in school, it was Rice against St. Ray's. That was a rivalry, it was crazy. And then it transitioned to St. Ray's, Cardinal Hayes. So now you get to Hayes. Are you starting immediately your freshman year? Yes,
your
I am.
Sophomore year?
Yes, I am.
Who's your first game against?
I don't know who my first game against. I'm just telling you, I started flat out because I was putting in the work and I was better than who I was going against.
Okay. So it's an extreme amount of confidence in the room right now just because it exudes from you. And obviously that helped you to propel. So how did you do your sophomore year being on varsity? Was it an adjustment? Did you hit the ground running? Was it like you played well but you thought you could do better? How did it look for you?
I hit the ground running. I had a pleasure of having Elvis in my corner, my father in my corner, and each day from my sophomore year in high school to my senior year in high school, they just instilled in me a killer mindset. Like, yo, you have 15, next game you gotta have 20. If you could get 20 next game, try to get 25 after that. Like, just be consistent and try to kill everybody. By the end of my senior year, I started getting it. Like, so I used to be a person that played within the game. I fill it out. I'm not really.
Man, let me tell you something. One of the toughest things that I've seen in terms of basketball is, especially from the point guard position, is understanding how to be able to be aggressive and still facilitate. Get your teammates involved, so knowing when to pick your spots and knowing when the team needs you to be aggressive and score and impose your will in the game. Usually it's in the fourth quarter, but there's certain times where you might feel the game getting away. And you say to yourself, no, we down 7. I gotta take this one on me. And that doesn't necessarily mean scoring, but how did you make that adjustment, or was that naturally you?
Well, naturally, I was the person that felt the game out.
Okay.
So when I played, they just tried to get me in the killer mindset. Like, instead of feeling the game out, just go ahead and do what you gotta do. You have that talent, so if you impose that will on your opponents, or rip, is no filling it out, is no game getting away. If you want to get 20 assists, you could do that, because that's how talented you are, and that's what they used to instill in me every day.
Big shout out to Dad. Big shout out to the producer, the super producer, the Black Elvis. So now you're at Rice. You go to Cardinal Hayes. Now you're going through your sophomore and your junior year. Fast forward to your senior year. Now colleges are coming around because you play AAU. Obviously, you play with PSA. Was it EYBL at that time?
Yes.
They're playing EYBL. So now, what does it look like, let's say, junior's year, that summer playing EYBL? Who's on your team?
We had a lot of NBA talent. We had Chris McCullough that got drafted to the Brooklyn Nets. We had Shek Diallo, big man that plays for the New Orleans Pelicans. We had Terry Laria, a 6'8" slasher. We had me. I was the only point guard, so whoever rebounded to me, they had to outlet it to me, and we pushed the ball.
Right.
We had Conrad Chambers that went to Morgan State.
So y'all loaded.
loaded with 6 players. We went to EYBL with 6 players. On a good day, we had an extra reserve, but it was 6 of us.
And let's get right to it. Get it off the rim and let's go.
Get it off the rim, let's go. Outlet to Var, push it, run the lanes. He gonna throw oops, we gonna have fun.
So let me ask you this. I'm gonna just digress for a second. The one thing you said was get it to Var, let's have fun. All throughout this process, you're trying to establish yourself as one of the elite players in the city, then in the country. Is it fun? Is the work fun? Is it challenging? Are you nervous? Are you like, man, I want to get schools? What level? What is your mindset as you're going through this journey?
Well, the mindset is, as long as I'm in the right facility, I'm given the opportunity, I'm going to get the same looks that the other guys is getting.
Is it fun, though?
It's fun. Yeah, basketball is fun. Why do you play it? It's not. You play it to have fun.
Yes. So the point I'm trying to make is sometimes people lose that in the journey of playing. And I just want to be able to let the viewers, especially the young kids, know when basketball stops being fun for you, you got to reevaluate.
Yes.
Because now, here you are playing EYBL, going into your senior year. You guys do well. You're confident. You're going into the senior year now. You're getting looks from schools, and you ultimately pick St. Joseph's. Why St. Joseph's?
Tell you the truth, my mom picked St. Joseph.
Okay, not dad.
Not dad. My mom picked St. Joseph. We went on a visit. We met Coach Martelli. He was a genuine dude. He was real from jump. He told me everything I got will earn. He told me what I'll be looking at my freshman year in terms of minutes. He said I'm good enough to start because the senior point guard there wasn't that good. And after the whole visit, we get in the car. My father asked me, so what you think? I'm like, nah, I don't really like St. Joe's. I don't like the campus. The campus is cool, but my mom like, nah, this the fit. This the fit.
Now you automatically like, what you mean? Like,
what do you mean? Shavar, don't, no debate, this is the fit.
It's not a talk.
I didn't meet a coach that was as genuine as him. He might have the BS with him, but he's telling you off rip what you're getting into. A lot of coaches will sell you the dream, get you to there, and when you get there, they do whatever
it's
they want.
It's a whole different story. So the one thing I also talk to kids about is, you know what? Don't go somewhere where somebody makes you a promise, because promises are really hard to keep. So if somebody tells you, you're going to get the keys to this car, you're going to do X, Y, Z, you know, it might play out that way, but you'd rather go with somebody says opportunity, you're going to have to compete, and you're going to earn what you get. So you go to St. Joseph's, you obviously play your freshman year, you do fairly well, you get some minutes, the team is...
I did horrible freshman year.
Well,
horrible.
To your standard.
To anybody that's a basketball critic, I did horrible. I averaged 2 points.
3 points.
3 points. I shot like 30% from the free throw line. Shot like 18% from 3.
Okay.
Like 30 from the field. Like I played horrible.
Okay, why though? Loss of
maturity.
Confidence?
No, maturity. When I first got to school, I told my father like, this year is going to be a fill out year. Like I'm gonna fill it out. And that's exactly what I did, and it was a rude awakening.
What was different from high school to college that you had to adjust to in order to be successful?
In high school, when you kind of good, coaches will let you lollygag through practice. Not in college, it's...
Because it's a bunch of good players there.
Yes.
And they don't got to wait on you.
No wait. It's either you going to lace them up and go hard in practice, or not. You got to watch the practice.
So fast forward, you get through that first year. What is that summer like of your freshman year, after your freshman year is over? Where you working out with? Who you working out? What's your mentality? You back with dad?
Back with dad. That's the personal best trainer ever.
Okay.
And along with whoever else encountered me in life. But freshman year, it was a fill-out year. We established that. Sophomore year, I didn't want to have a freshman year. So it was, yo, we going to get my jump shot right. We're going to get stronger. We're going to learn the system. We're going to run the team, and we're going to win the championship.
Going to sophomore year, you the starter.
Yes.
You started all of the games your sophomore year.
Yes, pretty much.
So now you're starting to feel your way through college. You're feeling like I belong. I'm here. I got this under control. You're feeling good about it.
Yeah.
So now What's in your sights after you finish your sophomore year, you have success, now you're a good college player, right? You're in the books now, they're talking about you on the radar, top 25 point guards in the country, all of that stuff. What's your mindset going into your junior year of college?
Junior year of college, mindset is NBA. That's the mindset. I need to get to the NBA. I need to take care of my family. I've been working hard. It's my time to shine. I gotta show people what I can do.
Now, first game, junior year, who do you play against? Do you remember?
No, I just know. I think it was like
Didn't y'all play?
James.
Yeah.
Paradise James. I think Dennis Smith, Jr.
Okay. So now you get into it.
Yeah.
Like at a different level of like, I seen the numbers. So you finished up averaging 20. So anybody that knows sports, if you averaging 20, that means you got some 30 sprinkled in there. You got 28s, maybe a 16. You know what I mean? Maybe an off game. But you played 12 games your junior year.
Yes.
When did you get hurt?
I got hurt the first game of conference play. Fast break layup, caught a breakaway steal. I went on like an 8-0 run by myself to close the quarter.
Who you playing against?
George Washington.
Okay. You remember that one?
Yes, remember it. Because we was down, then I just caught a feeling. I got hot. I scored the layup, stole the ball, scored another layup. Then it's like 20 seconds left. I caught a breakaway steal. Push it down the court, try to go for a layup, knee buckle, over.
You knew?
No, I didn't know. I thought it was like
A strain?
Yeah, a tweak in my knee, and I could get up and play. I was on the floor for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes...
You still playing after it buckled?
No, I'm not playing at all.
Oh, you was on the floor?
I was on the floor. It's halftime. It was breakaway still. I get the layup, it don't go. Because like literally, as soon as I go layup, it buckle. I don't even get the layup off. Halftime. I limp off to the end of the court, and I just lay on the floor because I couldn't stand up. But I thought I tweaked my knee. So I was just telling people, give me time, I'm going to get up, we going to go in the locker room. They said if you don't get up in this amount of time, they going to consider you injured. You can't play the rest of the game. So they said it's time to get up. I literally tried to get up. I got up and collapsed right to the floor.
That's when you knew it was serious.
That's when I knew it was something serious.
Where was you at mentally? Because now this is NBA.
Yes.
Is the mindset.
Yeah.
Your knee gave out. You obviously have seen basketball injuries and sports injuries. Where you at in your mind? What's going through your head at that moment?
Honestly, missed opportunity. This was my coming out party. Show people that I've been doing the summer grind. I've been getting to it, and it was really me putting myself on the radar. So senior year, I could really go to the NBA. When
did you get the news? Obviously, you have to get an MRI. Did you know at that point when it was serious, like it was the season was over, or did you think like maybe I could get back? Or
went in the locker room. My father came. He looking at me. He got his hat clutched in his hand to the chest. I'm looking at him. I'm shaking my head. And we felt it. We started crying together at the same time. He said, "You don't cry, 'cause you gonna make me cry." I'm like, "I'm not crying. You crying?" Like,
right. But it's real though.
It's real. The doctor, Billy Loop, he didn't even have to do nothing to my knee. He said, "I done seen a lot of these. You tore your ACL." Like he did whatever he did to my knee.
Oh, the test. I know the ACL.
He didn't do the test. Like he just touched it.
It's over.
It's over.
Done.
He said, and he did it so calm. He said, "Shavar, I'm sad to tell you, but I'm pretty sure you tore your ACL." Like he ain't eased into it. It was just like damn.
Right. So now he gave you that news. You like, see, when I tore mine, I still played on it afterwards. So, and obviously there's different levels of tears, but
my jink was a clean tear.
And then it was torn, but you still had to go to the hospital, get the MRI and all that. But did you pretty much know before when he said that you felt like damn?
So I felt like missed opportunity. I felt like this is coming out party. I was doing so good. I was on a hot streak. This is conference tournament time, so the competition get a little less high. Cause we done played out of competition. We played the NC State.
So you ready?
So the A10, that's when my numbers was going to increase. I was going to get the little 30, average 30.
Right. You was averaging 20. At one time, you was averaging 27. So I watched that tournament when y'all played in the Paradise joint too, and I remember watching you, and I'm saying, man, he on his way. So anyway, do you take, obviously you get your surgery scheduled, and there's a process that I was told that before you start to build muscle and rehab, you gotta first let yourself heal.
Yes.
So 3 months is usually the healing period. Before you can, I mean, you can do, you know what I mean, some limited stuff, but before your athletic mindset kicks in to say, okay, I must now go speed the process up, you gotta heal and let it get stable.
Yes.
So how long did it take you before you got back on the court, and what was that rehab like?
I was a person that was so incredibly driven that I knew I could get back on the court in 7 months. But that same drive was like a bad decision. Instead of me just letting it happen, me healing up, taking my time, you know?
You wanted to enforce your will on it.
Yes, but that was kind of bad, looking back at it in retrospect.
Okay, your ACL in what month?
December.
December. You get back on the court in when?
But like a month before actual season, so October.
Okay, this is your senior year.
Yes, senior year.
How are you feeling when you finally get back on the court? Because that's around time practice starts.
Literally, I give big thanks to my family to making me have a strong mental because I was nowhere near ready to be on the court, but the fact that my mom was so strong and I was just that driven that I made it to where I was ready to be on the court.
So you really wasn't supposed to be playing?
Not at all.
How many more months do you think you need? You need
I
until
needed
December?
a real whole year. Like a whole year. Like I probably rushed back. I was playing on a bad leg, got like 60%. Like
your whole senior year?
Whole senior year.
You still average 17?
Yes. That's just because the competition was watered down. That's why I was trying to tell you, junior year, I was ready to make that leap because competition watered down in the A10. So what I did outside of the conference, and the conference was going to just increase.
So you got 17 on a 60% leg?
Yes.
So on a 100% leg senior year, might have been 25.
Might have been 25.
That might have got you into Chicago.
Yes.
So, teachable moment. You faced adversity. Kids who play basketball and sports in general and in life, you're gonna face adversity. What is the thing that you will be able to share with the people who are Shavar Newkirk fans, kids who are coming up who are from Harlem, from New York City, to say, when you go through something, make sure you do what?
Make sure you weigh all your options. Don't let your ego get in the way. You have people in your life for a reason. They're not going to steer you wrong at any moment. The truth always hurts. So what you think is going to happen might not be the right move for you. And my biggest advice is weigh your options, listen to your support system, and then go from there. Don't make a decision based on your instinct and what you want right then and there. Yes.
Now fast forward, you graduate from college.
Yes.
You go on to become a professional. The draft happens. You go undrafted. Where does your journey take you?
My journey took me whatever faith I had in my agent hands. I had an NBA agent at the time. I was a hot commodity. He thought I was a hot commodity. And when he started pitching my name to NBA teams and he saw that it was a red flag on me due to my injury, there was nothing he could do anymore. So instead of just being honest with me, he strung me along, and I went to Canada, basically on like the strength of his friends or whatever.
So how was your leg at this time?
Now my leg is starting to become
Stronger.
80, 90. Like I played the whole senior year. It's weak. Now it's the end of the season. Now I'm getting
You could do
to it.
rehab.
Getting to the 80, 90%.
Did you go to Portsmouth?
No, I didn't
Okay.
go to Portsmouth. And that's a whole nother story. Like,
I mean, hey, listen, at the end of the day, this is what kids need to know. You want to go to the NBA, you want to play international. They think people say to me, oh, if I don't make it to the, I just go overseas. It's not that easy.
Not that easy at all.
It's not like, oh, okay, I'm gonna just go to France Pro A and no.
It's 100,000 applying for the same job.
And what makes you different? So because of the fact that you're a professional, that makes you in a very, very, very slim category of people who've taken their talents and got paid to play basketball. It's not millions of people. It's millions of players who want to, but there's a selective few that get a chance to do it. So now you play in Canada for Halifax. How was that experience?
First off, I didn't even get to put on a jersey for Halifax. I was under the impression I was on the team, and when I got there, my agent set it up. Like I said, strength of his man, but it was a tryout. So I was on the tryout period, but in my head,
St. Joseph's, 17 points a game. Canada to you is a step down. You just talking NBA.
yes,
Now you're going for a tryout in Canada.
but I didn't know that.
Of course you didn't know that. Little 52 fake out. Go ahead.
52 fake out. That was nasty.
Right.
And I was literally the best player on the team. And it got to the point when I got cut.
But they cut you.
They cut me.
Was that the first time in your life you got cut?
No, I got cut plenty of times. I was an underdog.
Right.
And I always got cut off of the fact that I proved myself, but I just wasn't the fit. When I played for Gauchos and I tried to play for Tommy, I was cooking, and he's
just not the
tryouts, and we got too many guards, so I can't use you. But I was doing your guards dirty. I'm cooking in Halifax. Push come to shove, I get cut. They like, yo, you just not the fit. And what the coach basically told me is you too good to be on the team. So that's why I'm cutting you. I'm actually doing you a favor. I'm actually doing you a favor. And
so what's next?
Go back home and mope. That's what's next. Cause now season.
What's Pops telling you during this time?
Being the biggest support that I have. He telling me it's gonna be alright.
Good.
Get in the gym, stay on your craft, and everything gonna work out how you want it to work out.
So after Canada, did you play any more in that year?
No.
Okay. So now fast forward, how did you get to the international of playing over in Germany?
By then I done got rid of my NBA agent. We got into a nasty argument, and we just cut ties. I jumped around like 2 more agents because they always promising me the same thing. I could get you this, I could get you that. Nobody delivered. We meet one dude off of Instagram that genuinely respect me. Like, he said, yo, I've been watching you since.
So Instagram ain't all bad.
Instagram is not all bad. Social media, period, not all bad. But that's where they coming to find you.
That's right. That's right. So make sure you put good information out there too.
Yes. The guy just so happened to been following me. If you give me a chance, I bet you I could get you a job. My father, me and him going through it, he said, yo, don't sign with him because you done flipped 3 agents already. They all promise you the same thing. Tell him this, if he get you the job, as word is born, you gonna sign with him. A week go by, he come back to me with a job offer, I sign with him right there.
Wow. So, I mean, the basketball stories are all different from all of us. But when you land that job and he comes with the contract, what's your immediate feeling at that point? Knowing everything you've been through from the injury, to getting cut, to moping at the crib, to going through it with your agent, you and dad in the grind. What's your feeling when you get the contract? Still the underdog. People still not respecting it.
When I get the contract, my feeling is this is my opportunity. Now this is the perfect stepping stones to still help me get to the NBA. Because I'm still young, I still have that in my vision. And this is just the first step of many. Okay,
so you play in Germany. How was that experience? It's a lot different than playing here in the States. The amount of practice that you have to have, adjusting to the food, the language, the culture. I mean, it's still basketball, but it's a different game internationally that sometimes people don't even understand.
People who's listening, followers, fans, that is not peaches and cream. The coaches, it could get under your skin.
Right.
If you don't have thick skin and you're not really built to prevail, you're going to succumb to the adversity that happens. So it was just me and my father went through it. I'm telling him like, yo, this coach is on me. Like, I'm the best player here, and he treating me like.
Yeah, I know. But Dad's telling you like, yo, listen.
You're going to have to fight.
Yeah.
You got to fight. I didn't raise no quitter. I didn't raise somebody that's a punk. You got to fight. If you really want to get where you want to go, this is just a person in your way.
Or somebody that's making you better. Because
and at the outcome, I saw he made me better.
Because now, what else are somebody else going to do after that you haven't already experienced or heard already? Because you need to take those blows. You need to experience a bully. You need to have somebody pick on you because at some point you got to fight back.
Yeah.
So the coach, obviously, and how long has he been coaching?
For however long, 30, 40 years, what he would say.
You know what I mean? So he done did something right because you know what I mean? So he's basically like, and I'm probably sure the relationships gets better as you start to understand.
Definitely got better.
So now where you are now, and you in the lab, you working on going back internationally, are you doing NBA Summer League? What does it look like for you now?
Right now, I'm just waiting on the contract. I'm going back to the same team.
Okay, nice.
To
play well, they like you, it's cool city.
Now it's my turn to run the team. Now it's my turn to actually show what I'm capable of. Get the 20 points that.
Get a couple dollars.
Get a couple dollars. Move on up.
Right.
It's another step closer to my dream.
Right. So now this is obviously a compelling story, and I want to thank you for being transparent. But we'd like to have a little fun on the show too. So now, in your history in your story of playing basketball, who was the toughest player you played against?
Ah, man. I played against a lot of top talent, and it wasn't really guards per se. Like, it'd be like, I'm going against a dude, but my man Terry got to guard him.
Right.
Like, but what's his name? Malik Newman, the one that went to Kansas. That's the toughest person I ever had to play against. The dude could really go 100 miles a minute, stop on a dime, and shoot a pull-up.
So you couldn't really adjust to that.
That's the first time I ever played against somebody that really relied on a jump shot. He didn't have no handle. He couldn't go left. He went hard right, but he was a country dude. He was athletic, strong, tall. And once he got you leaning, he pulled right up.
He knew his spots.
Knew his spot. And you knew he was going to do that, and it was hard.
So if somebody's guarding Shavar in a game, how are you looking to take advantage of the defender? What is your mindset when you watching how somebody guards you? Like, is it a go-to move? Is it yo, I'm gonna use my body, quickness?
Actually, a lot of people underestimate me. So when I step on the court, they don't think I'm gonna do what I'm about to do. So the first half might be easy going, and they like, how is this dude doing that? Like, he's not that good. Until they actually realize I can play. Yeah, I can play.
Who's your favorite coach along the way? AAU, college, high school. Who's your favorite coach?
Favorite coach? I would have to say Munch.
Okay.
I would have to say Munch, cause me and him, it was a lot of battles.
Grind.
A lot of battles.
But he believed in you.
Yes, he did believe in me.
I'm pretty sure y'all still have a relationship to this day.
Yes, we do. He still calls, check up on me. I still hit him up. We have a great relationship, but that's one dude I would say pushed me to be great. He the first one that instilled on me going hard in practice, even when I wasn't going hard. He the first one that told me, like, when I hit college, I'm gonna hit that roadblock because I'm not listening now.
He prepared you.
He prepared me.
Took your cell phone on the road.
Did everything. Yo, Bob, why you always giggle playing? Go to sleep.
Right.
Yo, you sleeping too much. We got a game to play. Why you taking a nap? Like, it's just a whole bunch of preparation. Only coach I met that'll make us run 2 miles before a game just to get our day started.
Well, guess what? There's no secret to why his players are having success because of their preparation. Last one. Favorite teammate?
Favorite teammate? I got a lot. I encountered.
I'm gonna give you two.
I want to say my boy Naeem Thomas.
Okay. Where'd you play with him at?
At Team Scan.
Okay.
I liked him just off the fact that off the court,
okay,
we was real cool. We was real close.
Okay.
But as far as like favorite teammate to play with, be on the court, I would have to say my road dog, my brother, David Rispers.
Okay. Where'd you play with Dave at?
It's like just regular hood stuff, like
Harlem. Let's
like
get
he
team
went
up.
to Rice. He went to Rice.
Okay.
When the school closed down, he went to Wiley.
Okay.
He was a bucket getter.
Okay.
Y'all can look it up. He gave Isaiah Whitehead 40. It's in the PSA thing.
It's
in it. You could type his name up 40 on the thing. But that was one of my dudes to go with me, play with, because he a natural killer.
Okay. 2 natural killers in the backcourt.
I wasn't a killer just yet.
Oh.
I was still working on it. He was already a killer. He could shoot
From early. Okay.
Cause that's his environment that made him a killer. Like.
So more than anything, man, I want to thank you for sharing your story, taking the time to be on the show. Appreciate you, man. Best of luck and everything.
Appreciate everything.
All right.
It's your boy Shavar Newkirk, and you watching Bottom from the Top Hoops.
Appreciate it.